Apparently, Trump makes unhinged threat against Biden.
You know what I hope?
Hillary's
I
on
hope
the
he
spot for
threatened
sure.
to send his butt to jail for all the money laundering, all the fraudulent things that man have done.
Yes,
That's Hunter Biden.
What? That's Hunter Biden? No, is
What
that
are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I said I hope he send him to jail.
Who to jail?
Biden.
You messed me up because that does kind of look like Hunter Biden.
No, that's why I was thinking. He's talking about send somebody to jail.
Oh, he's talking about Biden.
That's what he's talking about. Hunter Biden.
I'm talking about Biden in general.
Okay, well, let's see the threat that Trump made against Biden. He probably did, though. Trump be wilding sometimes. Let's see what he said, though.
Biden is a man who has unleashed something that's a very bad thing, because when that happens to me, it can happen to them. And, you know, he's a very corrupt president.
You say they've weaponized the Justice Department, they weaponized the FBI. Would you do the same if you're reelected?
Well, he's unleashed something that we've all known about this for 100 years. We've watched other countries do it. And in some cases effective, and in other cases the country's overthrown or it's been totally ineffective. But we've watched this for a long time, and it's not unique, but it's unique for the United States. Yeah, if they do this, they've already done it. But if they want to follow through on this, it could certainly happen in reverse. It could certainly happen in reverse. What they've done is they've released the genie out of the box. You understand that? They've done something that nobody thought would happen. They've taken a president who was very popular. I got 75 million votes, much more than that, I believe. Mm-hmm. No president's ever gotten that many votes. And they've taken that number of people, and I think you can double it, or almost you can triple it in terms of the feeling. You can't do that. You can't go after people. You know, when you're president and you've done a good job and you're popular, you don't go after them so you can win an election. They've done indictments in order to win an election. They call it weaponization. And the people aren't going to stand for it. But they have done something that allows the next party. I mean, if I happen to be president and I see somebody who's doing well and beating me very badly, I say, go down and indict them. Mostly that would be, they would be out of business. They'd be out. They'd be out of the election.
So let me get this straight. Donald Trump...
So it's all talking about Brian. All right, Brian. He does have a lot of subscribers. He does have a lot of credibility, but that is definitely not a threat. He just said that Trump threatened him. Yeah,
I just want to hear what pussy ass shit he's about to say.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let me raw him out.
Yeah.
I want to raw somebody.
It's falsely that Joe Biden is using the presidency to exact revenge on his political opponent, and that is terrible and disqualifying, but also that if he becomes president, he'd be willing to use the same tactics that he's complaining about right now. In other words, Donald Trump hates what he asserts Joe Biden is doing so much that he can't wait to wield the same tactic against him.
Didn't Trump
just used that as a sarcastic? He literally just
said, I mean, it could be possible.
He said,
if I was a good president, I wouldn't have to use those type of tactics.
He literally did not say he would do that. He was just saying, that's like, it's like,
but he was president.
You just sit here and you give a hypothetical situation.
But
he
the
took
crazy,
out of context.
The crazy part,
he was president, and he didn't do that. Exactly. So
he could have hit the same thing.
That's just so. If y'all must be dumb if y'all subscribe to this man.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that one, bro.
We just debunked he just said something that was just false. He just took something out of context that we just seen on his own video.
Literally, some people in the comments locked this fool up.
It's been different. We watched the different video we came to that. He just showed us on his video and then turned around to say,
I was looking for
you must be stupid if you subscribe to him.
I was looking for the threat so hard on that one.
You heard what they said? Delusional.
No, yeah. Oh, this is insane.
In other words, Donald Trump hates what he asserts Joe Biden is doing so much that he can't wait to wield the same tactic against him.
He can't wait.
And bear in mind, this isn't a one-off. This is a recurring theme for Trump. Here he is just weeks ago.
So we have somebody weaponizing. We have this incompetent president put somebody in to essentially rig the election just like they did before. And what this does, it sets a tremendously bad precedent, because you look at what's happened with this. Now, if I win, and let's say somebody comes along on the Democrat side and they're looking very strong.
We started it off with
I can call my attorney general, I guess. Am I allowed to call him and say, you have to indict him on something. Just find anything. You can indict him for anything you want. Just indict him. And then, for the most part, when you get indicted, you know what you do? Ladies and gentlemen, I have decided to leave office immediately, et cetera, et cetera. I will be spending more time with my family. Do you ever hear that speech? Like hundreds of times. I'm the only one that ever got indicted where my poll numbers went through the roof. What the hell is going on?
And as late as last week, he posted on
Crying.
Truth Social, "Why didn't crooked Joe Biden tell his Injustice Department to file the lawsuits and indictments against me 3 years ago instead of right in the middle of my campaign for president? You're setting a bad precedent for yourself, Joe. The same can happen to you. These third world Biden indictments, which should never have been filed, would have been tried and over with years ago. My sleazebag opponent shouldn't be able to do this during my campaign or before the election." Again, Donald Trump is at the same time saying that the purported political prosecutions against him are bad, and also teases that if he becomes president, he'll do the same thing to Biden. Truly a man of principle we're dealing with here.
You a damn
In fact,
dumbass.
Trump's threats are so evident
You
that
must
Hillary
think we
Clinton
all some
pointed them
dumb-
out on air just days ago.
And so now he is
They just
going
use
to, if
Hillary
he were
Clinton
ever
as a
near the Oval Office again,
voice of
find
reference.
people who have
What show is this again? The show of stupid idiots.
Now, is Hillary
The
Clinton,
View.
Is Hillary Clinton
On The View.
credible?
I don't know,
Well,
man.
she known for
And so now,
She known for destroying
Vivek
shit.
just got on her ass, didn't he?
The laptop and
We're dealing with here.
Everybody gets
In
on her
fact,
ass.
Trump's threats are so evident that Hillary Clinton pointed them out on air just
Hillary
days
Clinton
ago.
lie. That's what they
and
use
so
the View
now
as a
he is
point of
going to, if he were
reference.
ever near
she's
the
fine.
Oval Office again, find people
That's how they give
who have
views
no
on the
principles,
internet,
no
please.
conscience, who are,
Go back to
he is going.
sexy ass one more time.
In fact, Trump's
like
threats are
shit.
so evident that Hillary Clinton pointed them out on air just days ago.
And so now he is going to, if he were ever near the Oval Office again, find people who have no principles, no conscience, who are totally tied, you know, to his fortunes, literally, and therefore would do whatever he said. And so the wreckage is almost unimaginable. You know, when I was Secretary of State, I used to talk about one and done. And what I meant by that is that people would get legitimately elected, and then they would try to do away with elections and do away with opposition and do away with a free press. And so all of a sudden, somebody with those tendencies, those dictatorial, authoritarian tendencies, would be like, oh, okay, we're going to shut this down. We're going to throw these people in jail. And they didn't usually telegraph that. Trump is telling us what he intends to do.
We need to listen to
Take him at his word. The man means to throw people in jail who disagree with him, shut down legitimate press outlets, do what he can to literally undermine the rule of law and our country's values.
He will use the military to stop
Ah, this shit is crazy, bro. Nah, I don't think these people are serious, bro.
They can't be, bro.
They literally cannot be serious, bro.
Yeah, they got
And the fact that people are supporting this idiocracy, I don't know if that's a freaking word, but it's a word now. This shit is insane. I can't believe this shit.
Y'all is actually legit dumb in America.
Bro,
I used to think America was a smart country. Y'all is actually stupid.
No,
y'all
bro.
argue about the dumbest
Y'all
shit.
actually, y'all didn't see
I'm upset. I can't do it no more, bro. I can't do it no more.
Y'all didn't
Y'all be
see
pissing me off, bro.
how-
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all stupidity
Goldberg-
is annoying.
Y'all
don't
should
know
have seen
what a
how
boy
she
and a girl
introduced
is.
her, bro. It was like she was just tugging so
I saw.
We need some insight from a pro who has been through all this before. Please welcome back the former Secretary of State, the amazing Hillary Clinton.
Whoopi Goldberg said, if you can't succeed in Biden's America, it's because you don't want to work hard. She said, you guys just want to work 4 hours for 3 days a week. You should just work hard. Shut your ass up.
The same
I'm
people,
definitely-
Whoopee cushion.
same people who are so big on welfare and affirmative
I'm
action.
gonna give Brian like 30 seconds. I can't do the whole thing. I guarantee you.
Undermine the rule of
just lied
law
already.
and our country's values.
He will use the military to stop protesters.
And of course, once the right heard their favorite boogeyman call out Trump's obvious threats, they lost.
He just said
Obvious threats.
Come on, bro.
His obvious threats. I will slap the shit out your dumb ass. That's a threat.
Let's do what he can to literally undermine the rule of law.
Did she just say that he would use the military to stop?
Hey, yo. You're
Protesters.
crazy. He said Trump would do that. She said Trump would do that.
That's what they saying.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
That's what they saying.
Oh, man.
I know, but this is-
funny,
And our
bro.
country's values.
He will use the military to stop protesters.
And of course, once the right heard their favorite boogeyman call out Trump's obvious threats, they lost their collective minds because Trump threatening to go on a retribution tour if he's elected is totally fine, but God forbid someone call him out for it on air. That's apparently the red line for Republicans. And look,
crazy.
I get that Trump wants to blame his prosecutions on Joe Biden because he can't take responsibility for anything he does, But Joe Biden didn't tell anyone to do anything. Remember, it wasn't Biden who indicted Donald Trump. It wasn't a Democrat who indicted Donald Trump. It wasn't any politician who indicted Donald Trump. He was indicted by juries of his peers in 4 separate jurisdictions on 91 criminal charges based on the evidence presented by prosecutors. And so even though it was him who decided to try and overturn an election, even though it was him who decided to steal documents from the White House, even though it was him who incited a mob to the U.S. Capitol, this is somehow Biden's fault that Trump is being held to account for his behavior. Yeah, no, it makes total sense. What's craziest about blaming the left is that it was the left that tried to stop Trump here. We were all collectively begging and pleading for Trump not to try and overturn the election, for Trump and his acolytes not to interfere in the electoral certification process, for Trump not to meddle with voting machines and state legislators. In fact, the left were the only people who were telling Trump to do the right thing. Had he listened to us, he literally wouldn't...
Turn this pussy off. I'm not listening to this shit anymore, bro. I couldn't even listen to that shit anymore.
He's the type of person to sit there and argue with you dead ass that women and men are not biologically different.
Yeah, he was talking.
So like that's like you looking at a brick wall. That's the meme you arguing with a brick wall.
Yeah,
that's
I've
exactly
seen
what
that.
that is.
No, he was talking. I was like tuning him out. I literally wasn't listening. As soon as he like started,
If you are subscribed to him and you think that what he says is smart, I think that you are a dumb person.
We literally came on YouTube without picking one side and tried. We tried our hardest. Guys.
But if you listen to both,
well, we do. But
we do. No, we did. We literally did. But I'm not gonna lie though, bro. He got 2.4 million.
Oh yeah, he's going up. People really believe in what he's saying, bro. This has 9,000 comments. So, like people are saying, yeah, lock Trump up.
Can we take a? I wish we could do research on his subscribers, and I wish we could take his subscribers and maybe somebody else's subscribers and compare who has more education. Because damn, y'all motherfuckers is dumb.
It's a lot of dumb people on both sides, but
let's make them take an IQ test.
I can't lie about that. It is dumb people on both sides, but bruh, what he just said, he just gave you the evidence. Like I just don't understand. I truly
don't understand.
I truly don't understand how y'all don't debunk that one right there.
Yeah, I don't understand how he was painting that.
It wouldn't have been hard for me to figure that out at all.
Why it's so much Trump hate though? That's what's insane, bro.
It's media brainwashing. They don't want him to win, bro. They want another Joe Biden, bro.
Y'all let us know what y'all think. This was definitely not a threat. Was it a threat?
I'm gonna have them voting Democrat for 30 years.